Today is Wednesday, July 16, 2014. It's the 197th day of the year. There are 168 days remaining until the end of 2014. Sunrise today is at 5:21 a.m. The sun sets at 8:31 p.m. Length of daylight hours today, 15 hours, 9 minutes, 27 seconds. 1 minute, 37 seconds longer than yesterday. Tomorrow will be 1 minute, 40 seconds shorter than today. The waning gibbous moon rises today with 78% illumination at 10:59 p.m. and sets at 11:46 a.m. Thursday. The moon passes today above downtown Rutland City at 227,244 miles distant from the center of planet Earth within the 11th zodiacal designation, Pisces, the fish. On this day in 1945, the atomic age begins when the United States successfully detonates a plutonium-fueled test nuclear weapon near Alamogordo, New Mexico. They call it the gadget, or Christie's gadget, after Robert Christie, the physicist who came up with the implosion method necessary to set off the first atomic bomb. This is the design used in the weapon exploded over Nagasaki, the Fat Man, on August 9, 1945. The A-bomb dropped on Hiroshima, the first nuclear weapon ever used to destroy a human population, on August 6, 1945. They call that one Little Boy. The test is codenamed Trinity, and the energy released is equivalent to 20,000 tons of so-called conventional explosive, although it says a lot about how corrupt we are before this weapon is even dreamed of to refer to anything designed exclusively to kill masses of human beings as conventional. The New Mexico site is at the northern end of the White Sands Proving Ground in Socorro County between the towns of Carrizozo and San Antonio in the Jornada del Muerto. The name Trinity for the test is attributed to Manhattan District Director J. Robert Oppenheimer, a sensitive soul, father of the A-bomb who reads and loves poetry, as well as designing, building, and deploying the most destructive weapons the world has ever known. He gets the idea from John Donne. Oppenheimer says he got the idea from the opening lines of a devotional poem Donne wrote, "Batter my heart, three-personed God." When Trinity is successfully detonated at just about 5:30 a.m. Mountain War time after delay because of a thunderstorm over the desert, Test Director Kenneth Bainbridge famously says, "Now we're all sons of bitches." Of course, no one knows exactly what he was thinking, but until that moment for these academics, physicists, deep thinkers, the project is all theory. At that moment, however, they realize the impact of what they've created. Oppenheimer says, quoting the Bhagavad Gita, a Hindu scripture, "Now I am become death." And according to those around him, Oppenheimer is swept up in the realization that he's become the most powerful man on the planet. He likes the feeling, but that will pass fairly quickly. Every first Saturday in April, the Army at White Sands Missile Range in Alamogordo, New Mexico, hosts an open house at the Trinity test site, limited to Ground Zero. There's an obelisk, a monument there, and every year tourists show up. On this day in 1969, the Apollo program, Apollo 11, the first mission to land astronauts on the moon, is launched from the Kennedy Space Center at Cape Kennedy, Florida. It's generally accepted but not unanimously believed Apollo 11 is the mission during which American astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin walk on the moon, being the first human beings to do so. Conspiracy theorists believe the Apollo 11 moon landing and subsequent moon landings are faked as a Cold War maneuver to give space race victory to the Americans. On September 9, 2002, Nashville, Tennessee-based taxi driver and amateur documentary filmmaker Bart Sibrel rents penthouse rooms and successfully lures retired U.S. Air Force Colonel and former astronaut, the moonwalker Buzz Aldrin, to a Beverly Hills hotel, supposedly for an interview to be broadcast on a Japanese children's television program. Captured on video, Sibrel demands Aldrin swear on a Bible that his moonwalk is authentic. When Aldrin refuses and attempts to walk away, Sibrel harasses Aldrin, accusing him of being a coward, a liar, and a thief. Aldrin cocks his fist and punches Sibrel in the jaw. When Sibrel attempts to use the video his crew has shot to prove that Aldrin assaulted him, a court finds that Sibrel harassed and provoked Aldrin. No charges are filed. Sibrel later claims to have sent a letter of apology. On this day in 1969, John F. Kennedy Jr., piloting a Piper Saratoga aircraft, dies when his plane crashes into the Atlantic Ocean off the coast of Martha's Vineyard. His wife, Carolyn Bessette-Kennedy, and sister-in-law, Lauren Bessette, are also killed. Born this day in 1911, Sonny Tufts, American actor. After his wife divorces him in 1951, claiming his excessive drinking has destroyed her marriage, and with his acting career on the downslope, in February 1954, Tufts is accused by a 19-year-old dancer named Marjorie Vaughn of biting her on the right thigh as she is lounging on a docked yacht off the coast of Newport Beach, Orange County, California. She sues him, asking for $26,000, but settles for $600. A month later, a stripper named Barbara Gray Atkins sues Tufts for a bite on her left thigh, suffered when Tufts and two of his friends are visiting Atkins at her home. She asks $25,000, but her case goes nowhere. Neither does Sonny's career. He gets some post-fame mileage out of being a punchline on Rocky and Bullwinkle. American humorist Artemus Ward, born in Waterford, Maine in 1834, and died young in 1867 at 32, writes, "It ain't so much the things we don't know that get us in trouble, it's the things we know that ain't so." From Rutland, Vermont, this is Richard Alcott speaking.